Hi, welcome to Yin. Let's start with the butterfly pose. Prop wise, maybe like a blanket. Help tilt the pelvis forward a little bit. And then a bolster and a couple blocks. Basically, the blocks are for like under the knees or maybe a little bit above the knees. And the bolster is for resting the chin on. Maybe bringing the eyes to a close. You can always readjust. Finding your way to your breath. Allowing yourself to shift from the world of doing to the world of just being. And as you begin to stop and turn within, you might notice everything that you brought with you today, maybe plans for later. And just slowly turn your attention to your breath. Finding your inhale, finding your exhale. You can relax all the muscles and the legs, just letting the spine droop over the bolster. Breathing here. And if you don't have a bolster, you can also just droop forward. Noticing your breath. Noticing all the sensations in the body. Imagining that their spine is like a giant pine tree. It's winter and it's covered with snow. There's a bunch of snow on the top of it, and it's just sort of drooping forward. Breathing here. Inhale. Just come up with a tall spine. Maybe removing the blocks and reaching the feet up. Maybe pedaling the feet a little bit. And then we're just going to bring the sole of the left foot into the right thigh. Inhale, opening the heart. And on exhale, melting forward. Jhana Shirshasana, or half butterfly, half dragonfly, as it's called in the world of Yin. Again, things you can do. You can have that blanket still helping to tilt the pelvis forward. You can have your blocks now as like little hand rests. You can always use that bolster again. Maybe taking the bolster, putting it over that extended leg, hanging out here. On your next inhale, coming back up, setting that bolster off the leg. And we'll just slowly twist in the direction of that bent knee. Inhaling and lengthening the spine. Exhale, twisting. Now we'll inhale, come back to the center. Reach that left leg out and bring the sole of the right foot in. It's the thigh, that extended leg. Again, you can have like little hand rests. You can have that bolster on that extended leg if you like. Get creative with the props. If you don't want any props at all, that's fine too. Inhale, opening the heart. Exhale, Just letting the spine droop forward, scanning the body for sensations here, especially in the lower back. If there's any pose in the end that causes you any intense pain, you definitely want to back out of it. You don't want to do anything in the end that causes any pain. Maybe slight agitation, that's fine, but not intense pain. One more inhale, come up, tall spine, and on the exhale, just twist over that bent right leg. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, twisting. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to the center. Maybe pedaling the feet, pointing and flexing the feet, and setting all your props to the side. We'll find our way for a back bend now. We do a lot of forward folding in yin, but it's good to do at least one back bend, I'd say. This one, you're going to be on your belly. With an option of either just finding a good Sphinx pose with the elbows under the shoulders. In Sphinx, you can even take a block and put it under the forehead and just relax the head on it. If this is not intense enough for you, another back bend option that we could play with is seal. So you make little seal flippers with your hands. And take a little bit of a back bend here, a little bit of a deeper back bend. Still seeking to relax as many muscles as you can in the legs and the buttocks and the back and the shoulders. But keeping the, integrity of the pose, but seeing how many muscles you can relax at the same time. Scanning the body for sensation. And slowly lowering the forehead down, making maybe like a little pillow with the hands. Maybe shifting the hips from side to side. And then we'll just come up and over for a wide leg child's pose. You may want to put a blanket under the knees if you like. Put a bolster in between the thighs as well if you like. For a supported child's pose. Or you could do it without. Just bringing the forehead down to the ground. Resting here, surrendering. Inhale, coming back up. Shifting over to one hip. Bringing the legs forward. Winding it all down now. Just going to find our way slowly onto our back. Draw the knees in for Apanasana. Just gently rocking side to side. And ultimately shifting the hips over to the left, dropping the knees down, reclining a twist. Maybe looking over opposite shoulder. Definitely keeping both shoulders grounded. You can either be giving yourself a little self-assist with that right hand, or maybe the arms are spread wide like a T shape. Breathing here. See if you can relax both legs, all the muscles of the back. Inhaling, coming back to the center. And maybe shifting the hips to the right, dropping the knees to the left. Maybe giving yourself a little self-assist if you like. Definitely shoulders are on the ground. And seeking to relax all the muscles in the body that you can. If there's a part of the body that doesn't want to relax, that's okay too. Drawing the knees back in, just to even out the spine. Maybe taking a happy baby, reaching for the big toes with your peace fingers, rocking side to side. And letting go. Reaching the legs out long, maybe taking that bolster and putting it under the knees. Finding a Shavasana here. Melting into your mat. Letting the chi marinate. Absorbing the benefits of your practice. Beginning to deepen the breath a little bit as you wiggle the fingers and toes, the ankles and the wrists, maybe dropping the head to the left and to the right. And just slowly rolling over to one side in fetal position. You don't need to rush, but when you feel ready, coming back up to an easy seated position, maybe keeping the eyes closed for a moment longer. And just bringing the hands to the heart center. We'll inhale and open the eyes. Namaste. Thanks for coming to Yin.